What's up, divas, and what's up, divos? It's your girl April, and today's video is super easy and really inexpensive. If you're looking for that human hair look but don't want to spend that human hair bucks, then you need to check out and stay tuned for this video. The hair that I'm rocking is by It's a Wig, and you can pick this up and it's available at elevatestyles.com. So stay tuned for the look and the tutorial, and stay diva and divalicious. The wig for today is by It's a Wig, and it's just an average synthetic full cap wig, and it's called FC Perm Yaki Straight. And the color that I have is a color P1B30. Now this is how it looks on the model, and for one, it has like a textured feeling, and I'm not really sure if you can tell up close, but instead of it being like a silky, really straight, smoothie type of feeling or look, it actually has a textured look to it, which gives it more of the appearance of yaki human hair. If you can see the ripples, that is exactly what I'm talking about when I'm saying the textured feeling. So this is a lot more helpful than an actual silky straight wig, because those tend to appear a lot less human, and they just sometimes can scream out wig, especially when they're just bone straight. So with this particular texture, I think this one will work just fine. The color is really cute. It has, you know, like basically highlights of the color 30, and it's just a full cap with a nice full bang, and it's cut already, and it has like kind of like a bump to it. There are combs on the inner side, in front as well as in the back, and just your normal adjustable straps. So ladies, no skin part, just a little tiny circle in the middle for the actual parting. So you can put heat to this, and you can put heat up to 400 degrees. When applying heat to any kind of synthetic wig, I really suggest that you use one of the temperature control hot curlers. When I say temperature, I'm not really meaning like your average Chi or Digital One that can go up to like 400, 200. I mean one of those that have the dial on it, and you can put it through 1 through 12. Those I found really work. When you are getting up to like 400 degrees of heat, that doesn't curl these wigs. It really makes them limp and kind of fries them. And you need to make sure you spray cool water on them. So let's go ahead and pop this bad boy on. See how easy this is. Now I'm not going to use the comb in the front, just because I just feel a little bit secure with it just, you know, actually laying on the front of my hairline. Now it might be a little bit too hot right now to wear like a bang, because I know me personally, I am like really hot in this area. Gonna kind of like get rid of the long hairs, because they seem to be like all over the place. I'm just gonna add my little twist to it, because like I said, it's kind of hot, and I really don't want all the hair like falling onto my face during like a heat wave. So being that I have my edges out for my U-part wig, I'm just going to use that to my advantage. And pull it out over the wig line. Now the good thing about this wig, like I said, it's not bone straight. I think the bone straight hair is actually even more hotter in this weather, because it seems like it just sticks to your neck. So the texture is good because it's not so hot, it's not so sticky, and that texture really seems to it just tangles up something terrible. So ladies, the finished look. The wig is kind of super easy. You know, you just have to adjust it to your preference. And like I said, it's kind of hot out, and I'm not really a bang wearer in the summer heat. God knows I hate sweating on my forehead. However, I just kind of like did my own side swept thing on the side, just because it's hot as it is, and I really don't want all the hair falling onto my face. Like I'm not big on wearing bangs as it is, but if I have to wear one, then what I do most likely is kind of like tuck something behind my ear, especially when the heat is out. Like when the heat is on, I'm not. So I try to preserve my sanity as much as possible. But for the price and the texture, it's really cool. And I think the texture is a whole lot better than the silky straight textures. This one gives you at least a win-win to where people may think that it's a good weave and more human hair than that shiny synthetic texture fiber. I hate that. I hate those. The wig is exceptionally easy. The texture, I think, helped blend a lot more because it's not that silky straight, like that just really silky plastic looking type of synthetic hair. It's a textured look which gives the African American relaxed look, and that's the name of it, perm yaki straight, which is a lot more passable to me, especially if you're looking for a human hair wig and it's really not in your budget right now. Then this, I think, would just pass just perfectly. But when you're using heat, you really need to be careful because, like I said, make sure you spray cool water to it and try to get you a nice curling iron that has a temperature gauge on it to where you can actually turn it. You can find those anywhere. I picked up one for 10 bucks at Walmart, and it was by Conair, and it always works for my synthetic wigs. Using a flat iron does not work at all for me. Just didn't see it in my favor. You know what? If you're in the mood for just doing something funky with this, and I probably would, I would take my Crea clip and put layers in this. So that way it just forms and really forms to my face. So maybe I'll do a tutorial on Crea clipping your synthetic wigs. But on that note, check out Elevate Styles. All the links are below, information as well. And as always, stay diva and divalicious.